Hey guys, sorry I haven't made a video in a while. I'm having camera issues, so the videos are being made. They're just not being, I can't think of the word. You know when you put them together. So hopefully I can get this all in one shot because that seems to be the only way I can get out videos lately. So, we're going to do Zodiac today because I feel like that's something everybody can relate to or they're used to. I have a few decks here to choose from, but I don't know if I'm going to use everything. So we're going to do a 2-card pull and then try to get overall energy, clarify if we need to, and just go from there, kind of how I usually do it. So today we're starting with Aries. Happy Libra season. And happy fall, y'all. It's my favorite season, and so I'm really excited for that. Okay, Aries. What's going on with Aries for the month of, we'll do now until, into October. Just leave it kind of open for Aries. Aries, you are entering a new cycle. This is regarding your own sense of self-worth and self-love. You're actually taking a stance and not letting people walk all over you anymore. You have become a fighter, a person who stands up for yourself now. You're sick of taking people's shit. You have a lot of hope for the future that things are going to get better. Just keep continuing with that same energy, that same fire inside, and just be honest with people. Take a risk even if you're too scared to tell them what you really think. I think you should do that, and everything will be okay, and actually it's going to put your soul at peace once you do something like that. So that sounds like what you're going to be going through over the next month or so. How about for Taurus? For Taurus, you actually, it feels like you are in your element right now. I know it's Libra season, so there's a lot of air, but I think this is actually beneficial to you, and that makes a lot of sense because Taurus is ruled by Venus, and so is Libra, I believe. Please correct me if I'm wrong. And yeah, you guys are both ruled by Venus, and you're actually going after the things that you want out of life with a lot of passion. You are in denial about something. It's because you have hope regarding a situation, but you're in denial about the reality of it. It's a love situation. Can you tell me what's the actual reality of this love situation? Okay, so the actual reality of the situation is that you are in a barren state with this person. You keep hoping for better days because you hunger for them. You desire them so much that you have absolutely turned your face away from the truth that that they're not in this the way you are, and you are lacking self-reflection right now. You are too overcome with lust and love for this person. So this person is not good for you. I'm sorry to tell you that and to be so blunt with it. But I would want someone to tell me the same thing, but you need to move on from this person. Moving on to Gemini. Gemini, you are actually showing a lot of emotional strength right now. Which is kind of unusual for an air sign. It seems like you were or are in you're in a really crazy place right now. It's kind of like the tornado is swirling around you, but you thrive on this and you've actually found your center. What is this regarding? I'm kind of confused. Okay, so I'm assuming it's a new relationship. I'm getting man and woman. You are getting bits and pieces from this relationship, but you do have hope for the future because you seem to understand where the other person is coming from. You've actually made a promise to this person or to yourself to hang in there. And you have a lot of feelings for this person already, even though it does seem to be a new relationship or a new connection. I do see that something ended and something new began or is beginning. Something new is definitely beginning. So you may have not had much of a break in between your relationships, or maybe you were dealing with a lot and then you immediately went into this relationship once things got cleared up. How about for Cancer? I need to learn to sit up straight. Cancer. My Krabby Patties, what are you doing? Okay, so clarification. All right, so Cancers, you're in a weird state right now. Something really complicated is happening, and the reason why I pulled the third card immediately was because the first card is hope. It has a moon in the background. Then the second card is actually the moon with a moon in it. So I'm like, okay, obviously Cancers are in their element. There's something going on with Cancers that they're used to, and it's in regards to the phases of the moon. But then I pulled a complicated card, which sounds about right because Cancers are all up in their feels and it's usually very complicated. But as long as you're honest with yourself and stay focused, you are going to weather this storm. You are actually going to be really passionate and really gung-ho about whatever is happening right here, like you're full speed ahead, totally focused. You have a lot of confidence in yourself, and you're really happy about what's going on, regardless of the chaos and the confusion that's happening around you. It's almost like you're above the situation, looking down upon it, and you know exactly what to do. This is regarding your self-worth, and it's your tendency to kind of like down talk yourself, like lie to yourself about you, but you're going to be coming out of that, and I think that's why that confusion is there, because you're probably kind of like going back and forth, like sometimes, you feel like $1 million and sometimes you don't, but you are able to rise above the situation, or your mind, the two halves of yourself. How about for Leo? Sorry, I can't shuffle today. Okay, Leos. Leos, you are also in a state of chaos right now, but you are forging through, kind of like when you go into battle and you're like, yeah, and you're like totally ready. You have a lot of trust in yourself, and that's why you can do that. You feel you're very disciplined. The situation, even though it's chaotic, it's bringing you a lot of internal fulfillment, although this is just one aspect of your life right now. But all I keep seeing is just fire, focus, obedience, discipline. You're disciplining yourself. So, and I know that things are complicated right now. What's the other half of this story? It seems like you're fighting against something deceitful, and you're trying to put a lot of emotion, like you're trying to have a lot of understanding for this. It is regarding someone you're seeing. You have this almost a blind lust for this person. You do have two choices. It's always between one that's for your higher good and one that isn't. And it's showing me that your higher good is actually to stay to yourself and to focus on yourself and your own self-love. You definitely need to let this connection go. So you need to move away from it. I'm really sorry that this is another breakup advice reading, but maybe that's what's in the air lately. Okay, going on to Libras. What's going on with Libras for Libra season? Libras, more love. course. You are trying to be understanding about a connection, a sexual, passionate connection you had with someone. It's not just an earthy desire kind of a connection. This is actually a soul connection. You guys are connected on a psychic level. You have stop it. You have two choices to make regarding this. Yeah, you're trying to understand what's happening with this connection. Let's see. You need to be observant about the situation and pay attention to the details. Things are going to be moving really rapidly for you. What is the denial about? You're in denial that you cannot have this person. You're extremely loyal to them, even though you can't have them right now. You've made this like very deep soul level oath to this person. Why are they not together? You're not together because of a blind obedience to something or a blind faith in something, or maybe it's too much. You held yourself back too much. You felt that this person wasn't in it with you. It was a new relationship, and it was very nurturing. You needed to nurture this relationship. It was extremely fulfilling for you. It gave you a lot of personal confidence. It's a deep, deep love. But you guys were very different. You guys were very different. It caused, things to be a little complicated. But this person felt like home for you. And it was very straightforward, honest. It was real. You did feel all of these things. This did happen. It was how you felt. Maybe you were questioning yourself. So what should they do now? So right now it's not showing me that you need to act on anything, but you do need to pull back and, you need to get in your head, you need to regroup, you need to let go of something. I don't know if it's the idea of, or like old, I keep getting the feeling like it's old ideas. You need to let go of these old ideas that you had. I don't know if it's regarding what you thought you always were going to have for your life, or it could be anything. Just, you need to grow and open your mind and be more accepting. Okay, now we're going to go into Scorpio. Scorpios, you are in the process of letting something go. It seems like you were only getting parts of a situation. You didn't have someone or a situation that was fully present for you. So for your own self-worth, you need to let go of this. This seems to be a theme. This person was very deceitful to you, and they had ill intentions for you, and it's like they were taking advantage of you. You guys used to fight a lot, or you felt on guard and defensive all the time. It seems like this was a karmic connection, even though you weren't together that long. Tell me about the strength. You guys are very different people, but you felt very trapped in this connection, even though you were or are trying to hold yourself together and be really understanding and see where this other person is coming from. What should they do? Right now, just stay really focused on your own personal goals. And actually give that person space. I'm seeing to ghost them. I don't usually recommend that, but it seems like you need to kind of ghost them, just disappear, and then we'll focus on your own manifestations in your life and take some big risks. You need to make some big changes in your life. And I think that a new relationship will be, a new passionate relationship, something more pleasurable will be on its way for you. Okay, Sagittarius. Oh, shit, I forgot Virgo. Okay, sorry. Virgo, where are you, Virgo? I always forget Virgo. Virgo. guess I'm over your energy. Y'all are too much for me. Okay, Virgos, you have a lot of confidence in yourself right now. You're very disciplined, very pulled together. You're fighting for something, or you're in a warrior stance regarding something, some kind of a choice. It's like you have to defend yourself or your decisions regarding an oath that you made or a promise that you had made. I can't tell if it's to yourself. Tell me about this oath. The oath was in regards to yourself and your own spirituality, I think, to help build yourself up. And it's working because you are completely successful, or you will be completely successful regarding this. It's a new endeavor too, and it's something that actually fulfills your soul, and it puts a fire inside of you. Although I do see that for love, you are not fully where you want to be with your love life. It's not as immersive as you were hoping it would be. You're just getting bits and pieces again because you're meeting people who are very different from you right now. But you do have hope. Let me see if someone's coming. So it's telling me that you need to have faith in the future, and you need to just let go of any preconceived ideas that you had regarding your love life, and envision what you want, and regularly think about this, envision this. You know, it's kind of like when you have a dream board and you sit in front of it and you meditate on that. And it's like you're putting this energy out into the universe, that this is what you want. And I think around summer or end of summer next year, this person may come to you, but it might actually also be someone who you had a karmic or a past life with, or a karmic tie with, or someone you had already in the past. They could be an earth sign, which are Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, or they're just someone who's really practical, really level-headed, really has their shit together. And I think that you're going to have to move, not have to move pretty quickly on this person, but you're going to want to move pretty quickly on this person. But you are very rigid in your denial about so it's very interesting because while you will have the desire to move really quickly towards this person, don't move too fast, because it seems like you're going to kind of self-delude yourself regarding this person. You're going to feel like this person is your soulmate, is the one for you, is where you belong. This person, you know, completes you. And they may ghost you. But it seems like you're going to be fine even if they do, or you're going to feel invisible. Or it may just be that they're going to, you know, they need some time to come around to your own energies. But I think that you're resilient enough that you can handle that kind of a situation. All right, so now we're going to Sagittarius. What's up with Sagittarius? I'm trying to do this so fast before it ends. Sagittarius. Sagittarius, something has ended. You made a choice and it ended because you have a vision for the future, something really beautiful that you're really attached to. But you do feel trapped by something that is taboo or that you're not supposed to be involved in. It's a secret, some kind of a secret, kind of like when you have a secret tryst with somebody, but it seems like you were like left alone in this connection. You have a lot of confidence in yourself though, and you are going to be moving forward and letting this connection go. And then once you do that, you know, your hope is renewed. That's such a typical Sagittarian thing to do. They have a tendency to always hope for the best, no matter what gets them down. But you're very practical in thinking this. You're very realistic in thinking that things are going to be better, because they absolutely will. The other face of the moon is going to shine its light on anything you needed to know, and it's going to illuminate your new path. And the next path that you're going to be on after this has ended is going to be something really fun. You're going to really enjoy it. It's so nourishing for you. It's very playful. It's not too heavy, but it's something that you can really immerse yourself in. It will be something passionate, or that it's something that brings you a lot of warmth inside. You know, like sometimes when you drink whiskey and you're like warm and cozy inside, and that's the feeling that this new connection is going to give you once you release the old one. It seems like it still will be very complicated, a complicated situation, because I think this old connection, the spiritual hold that this person has on you is still going to be there, and they're not going to actually want to let you go. Yeah, they're going to cause a lot of problems when you try to do this, even though it seems like they don't even treat you good. But you need to go inside of yourself for that strength. And this next thing that's coming in, it's going to be very, very lusty, but at the same time, it's also going to be very, very committed, very open, very honest. And that's what you're going to take a big risk doing it, but that's what you're going to make your commitment to, not this past connection that was just giving you like little crumbs and pieces of hope. That you deserve way more than that, and I think you already know that. Now we're going to go into Capricorn. Capricorn, it seems like you're throwing it all away for some kind of a big risk that you're going to be taking. It's not even like an uncalculated risk, though. It seems like it's something that you were planning for, but it's going to bring you a lot of abundance, and it's going to bring a lot of stability. Can you tell me more about this card? You do need to remember, though, it's going to be the ending of it's either, I think it's a reminder of an ending that you had with someone. Why is this even popping up? It's popping up because this person is still in your head, and you kind of let this person hold you back or bother you because it cycles, or maybe they're coming in and out of your life, and it's like it ends, it begins, it ends, it begins. Can you give us some advice regarding this? So what you need to do is, let's see, don't take this connection so seriously. And I know it feels really complicated right now. And you are gonna have communication with this person, but keep things really light and airy, and that way it won't bother you so bad. You actually need to focus on the differences that you have. Maybe you you really love this person and you saw this person for your future, but you tend to forget that they're not actually what you want. They're not the person that you see your future with. It's just sometimes when we have feelings for someone, we kind of adjust our own ideas of what we want in the future for that person to include them, which, you know, sometimes is good, but if that person is not there to enhance your life, then you shouldn't be doing that. You need to stay on your own path, whatever's for your highest good. And we're going to go into Aquarius now. One more. Okay, Aquarius, let's see what's going on with you. Okay. Aquarius, you feel you are caught up in your day-to-day activities, just living your life, and you feel very invisible. You feel an emptiness inside. This seems to be some kind of a cycle that repeats itself with you. Okay, regarding this. You're hoping that someone will reach out to you. That will give you a lot of healing, but right now you do feel like you're in it alone. There's someone deceitful in your midst, and this person... Tell me about this. Sorry. It seems like you've gotten involved with somebody blindly, and you've actually... You are the type of person, whoever's watching this probably isn't for everyone, but you are the type of person to uphold your obligations, and this person knows that. So they're actually trying to use I don't know if they're using magic or they're just using their own manifestation abilities to get some kind of a commitment out of you. And it's really interesting because I did hear a reading previously where for Aquarius, there was someone really bad in your life and they were trying to get pregnant. And I think I'm getting that same feel from this reading. Tell me more about this person. Oops, the cards aren't ready to shuffle. Whoa, throwing things at me. So you do find this person very beautiful because they have a lot of self-confidence. You may even live with this person or they want to move in with you. You find their confidence very alluring and their looks very alluring. It makes you feel at peace. But this person never fully gives you their heart. You really want someone very deeply emotional or very in tune with their feelings and someone honest. But you're in denial that this person is not that person. This person is not that kind of a person. So what you need to do is you need to meditate on your own self-worth. You need to sit in silence and you need to focus on what you want and what you deserve, what you actually deserve. Not what you think you deserve because I'm a piece of shit person. Because everyone in this life deserves love. You really need to get in your head over this. There's something that you cannot have, but that you have so much passion for. Sorry, I'm trying to see what it is. There was a relationship you had that was either short-lived or it's someone you have just met. It's like something budding, like, you know, like a rosebud, like it's just starting to grow. But it ignites a lot of fire in you and a lot of passion in you. But for some reason, you cannot have this connection. It's forbidden. It seems like you need to listen to your higher self and you may have to fight for this person or you may have to do some kind of a big act of bravery and you are going to have to display your loyalty to this if this is the path that you choose. And you are going to have to move swiftly regarding it. And what is individuality? Put these two together, please. It's just showing me that you're going to have a lot of internal strength if you want this person. It shows you really do want this person. You lust after this person. You long for them. I don't know why you're with this other person. It sounds like you got a love triangle going on right there. So be careful of that, okay? The first person is not a good person. And they're trying to lock you in and trap you. And the second person is the one you need, but you are going to have to take a big risk for that person. And now we're going to go into Pisces. Pisces. It seems like you can't get a good hold on life. Things keep going round and round in circles. Very chaotic. Your love life is not going well either because while it seems like you are having a lot of intimacy, you're only getting like a fragment of what you really want from these connections. It seems like you actually have a lot of loyalty towards somebody that you are very different from. Sorry, let me get some clarification. What else is going on? Oh. I don't know if you're moving. It seems like you're moving or it's someone who felt like home. You actually are letting go of this person quite successfully. You're moving towards something more playful and light in your life, and you have a lot of confidence in your own abilities to survive and to take care of yourself. Anything else for Pisces? Sorry, this one's kind of short. Right now, you're working on your own self and your own self-worth and your own self, trying to figure out who you are. You have a lot of movement happening in your life, but I see that everything's really complicated. I think that everything is kind of a big jumble right now, and that's why you're struggling. But your mind is really strong. You're not giving up hope. Your resolve is there. Your resolve to succeed is definitely there. You have a lot of focus. I don't see any kind of failure. And in typical Piscean way, you are being very understanding with these new connections that you're making right now. And these new connections are feeding your soul, and they're making you feel whole. They're making you feel, when you're like glowing from the inside out. That's what these new connections that you're going to be making are making you feel like in the future. I do see a new love coming in. You actually are manifesting this love right now. You're getting clarification on what you want out of a partner. You really want honesty and passion, and a lot of illumination has been shown on this, on what you want, because I think before you were not so clear. So you actually are going to be having some communication with someone who strikes your fancy. It's somebody who is actually, you've known in a past life. You feel you have a spiritual connection with this person, and you are going to have a lot of hope for the future with this person, because this is the kind of person that you feel like you saw your life with. So you're going to really be hoping and wishing that things are going to work out with this person. So that's all I have for everybody today. Sorry if I talked a little too fast. I'm trying to run through before my camera stops so I can actually post something. So if you guys have any questions or comments, leave them down below. You can email me. I do $10 a question. Or give me ideas for any videos you'd like to see, any questions you'd like me to ask. And I hope you guys have a great Libra season if I don't talk to you till then.